So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering.
Y'all know how scary it get on Madden.
What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of it. He's got to play freely.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Watch how scary that's going to
Oh!
touchdown, nigga. Watch how scary that's going to get. It's a drop. My son don't drop passes. They don't drop catches, my boy.
Say that.
They don't drop catches.
Go for two. Y'all need two, nigga. Go for two. Y'all need two.
Not going for
Y'all
it.
need two.
I know.
Y'all need two right now.
I created that shit.
Go for two.
You're about to, nigga.
Here we go.
What's going to happen? You've been under the right?
That's it. Don't do that.
No, I passed that bitch too late. I seen him and cut across later a bit.
Let's work.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score. But sometimes you got to get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
I'm mad at him. Yeah, like the classic stuff. You like the classic shit?
I just played.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
Oh!
What? You can go. Stop.
Say that.
But make sure you select him in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go. Bo Nix. Oh, he wide there. He wide. He wide. I appreciate that. It's a word.
Third down and one.
Captain.
Throwing Nix.
Oh, he did. Oh.
He was open, but he couldn't get to it. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Catch the ball.
Yeah, fucking ball. Here's the boom.
Why is dude not catching the ball?
QB heard blitz. He got nervous. He ain't even with you. He said, blitz? Hell.
39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, B-Hop. B-Hop. Hot. My son, B. You got the double team and he's
Jackson from the shotgun.
really tripping.
Oh, come here.
Nope.
His throw
Very Saudi.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Do it. Don't do it.
Oh, he running shit up. He running. Look. Out of bounds. Sorry. That's all he running shit up. You say that ain't too much space. That's why I gave it to him in the flat. That nigga's a big nigga. You gave that nigga too much space.
All right, man.
Don't give him or Jackson too much space.
He got 6. He got work to do. He still got work to do. Hey!
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a pick 6 Aroni. Macaroni and cheese.
That was the
That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, It's him.
That nigga white.
Because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Lot, wake your
Without
bitch ass up.
developing some major mental toughness. So
Big
I expect him to go to the locker room.
Gotta pour water in this
The
nigga.
reset
Yeah, we know niggas running. We know niggas running.
Oh, block it then.
And across midfield,
That's word.
goes into Raven territory. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Ravens.
I should be getting paid this week. That 500 that I put on charge to go, she'll be coming back.
He'll swing this out to Evans.
Oh,
And he'll get it
Not
down
this
to the
week.
play to the 37. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Ole, ole, ole! Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, look! Bombers, bombers, bombers!
To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 8-6 the score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Chill. Oh, my son!
Now it's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
That's Bo Nix.
Nix taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Broncos 15. Ravens
A
6.
drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pushing his way through. And a great
That's not happening. We not dealing with that.
5-yard line.
no, I'm trying to tell you.
To take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shit. They're going to start to warm up a little bit from the sideline.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
180! Get up!
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards there,
That's
good enough for a Raven first down.
First down.
180!
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
180!
Here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
The quarterback got away
It's
with
now
one there.
2nd and
Looked like
10.
he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill! Oh, my son!
Working out of the gun is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And what a nice
First and
example
10
there of a
at the
tight end
48-yard
doing
line.
exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to the air with Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That is out.
Shake and bake him.
He's inside the 30.
Shake and bake him.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Nix looking to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Agent Paul is in the building. Here we go.
You tell this nigga about the job.
My nigga Agent Paul in the building.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Agent Paul in the building. Here we go. We about to keep this shit brief. We're going to keep it brief. The Baltimore Ravens ain't scaring us.
This shit seems more stuffy than college.
The Baltimore Ravens not scaring us.
The college seems more.
Sam, you don't want that
It's
smoke?
more elusive on that.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just...
Sam, you don't want that smoke? Eat it, baby.
Let's get back on track here.
Tell that boy eat it, boy. Eat it, boy. Don't miss nobody.
On that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That boy done ran into a fucking wall, Chad.
On first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
A gain of 24
It was a
yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Report.
To throw again is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told, he'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Hold on, my bad, Chad. I done messed up.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. For the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go on. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Tyler Luke to kick
Here's the
off
kick
for
unit now for the
Baltimore.
Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Broncos take
pretty
over
solid
1st and
return.
10.
Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark you down officially at the 30.
This that play right there. This is going to be that play right here.
To begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The pass partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
64 yards.
64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On play action, here's Hicks. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up
They'll
for
try
the
and throw for
two-point
it.
conversion.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
I know we could sit up
Broncos
here
31.
and
Ravens
dance around
6.
it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation,
Will Lutz to kick off
somebody
for the
don't like
Broncos.
someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
The Ravens take over.
And they're going to
first
start
and
this
10
drive in pretty good shape
at their own
up past the 30.
31-yard line.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I
Brings
want the
up
ball in the
2nd
hands
and
of
5.
X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 64 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
And coming out now,
at
the Broncos.
27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Captain. Ready. 180.
Here's Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
17 yards. That's
and
good.
now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so two remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Joe. Oh, my son.
Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he goes down. The number point gain is inside the 25.
It's a gain of
another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Nix to the air. And he's going to go down at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 3rd down and 13.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
22 yards.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up